Welcome back to the Mind Compass, your 10-minute dose of mindset growth for stress management, anxiety relief, and personal development. Wada.
And g'day listeners, I'm Michael.
And I'm Janet. And today's episode was a little inspired by going to see the recent Robbie Williams movie, Better Man.
Today we're talking about something we've all struggled with at one point or another, and that's comparing our journeys to others. It's a common pitfall, but here's the good news. You don't have to stay stuck in that trap.
Today you'll learn 3 powerful things. 1, how comparison steals your joy and confidence. 2, practical strategies to break free from the comparison trap. And 3, how to embrace and celebrate your own unique path with confidence. So grab your coffee, take a deep breath, and let's jump right in.
So let's set the stage. Have you ever found yourself scrolling through social media and thinking, wow, they're so far ahead. Why isn't my life like that? It's exhausting, right? Well, the comparison trap is like a treadmill. No matter how fast you run, you're not really going anywhere. It can steal your joy, zap your energy, and even make you question your worth.
Robbie Williams' journey in Better Man perfectly illustrates this. Early in his career, he constantly compared himself to other musicians, especially during his time with the band Take That. Despite his success, Robbie felt he had to live up to unrealistic expectations and standards set by others in the industry. He shares in the movie how that constant comparison made him feel disconnected from his own unique gifts and his own journey.
And this reminds me of a quote from Theodore Roosevelt. Comparison is the thief of joy. So when you're busy measuring yourself against someone else, you overlook what makes your life special. And another example comes from Michael Jordan, the legendary basketballer. In his early career, he often heard comparisons to other great players of his time. And instead of letting that weigh him down, he focused on refining his skills and becoming the best version of himself. And his ability to channel comparison into personal growth is part of what made him such an icon.
So why is comparison so harmful? First, it's important to realise that we're often comparing our behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reels. Mm-hmm. You're seeing their best moments, the polished outcomes, not the messy struggles or the setbacks. In Better Man, we are shown how Robbie battled with anxiety and self-doubt, which led to chronic alcoholism and pretty severe drug abuse. From the outside, he was a global superstar, but internally, he was grappling with whether he was enough. And that's how it feels for so many of us. We're too busy measuring ourselves against others to notice the beauty of our own life story.
You bet. I want you to consider Vincent van Gogh. His works are celebrated worldwide today, but during his lifetime, he constantly compared himself to other artists and felt like a failure. Now, if he'd given up entirely, we wouldn't have the masterpieces that we now admire. His story shows us that comparison can cloud the brilliance of our own unique contributions. And when we compare, we diminish our own worth and potential. It's like looking at a puzzle piece and wishing it was shaped like another one. But every piece is essential to the bigger picture.
So how do we stop comparing ourselves to others? Here are 3 really practical strategies to help you on your journey. 1 is embrace your unique path. The first step is to recognise that your life path is yours for a reason. Robbie's career took unexpected turns, from leaving the boy band Take That to carve out a solo career. In the movie, there's a powerful moment where he reflects on how stepping out of the shadow of comparison allowed him to truly thrive. He realised he didn't need to be the next someone else. He just needed to be the best version of Robbie Williams.
One of my favourite parts was right near the end when he says, I want to make the 12-year-old at my nan's watching TV on a Saturday night feeling safe. I want to make that same 12-year-old feel safe on stage. I'm a fucking entertainer. It might be cabaret, but it's world-class cabaret and I'm the fucking best at it. Fuck yourselves. I love that line.
It was a powerful, that was his last line of the film. Sorry for the spoiler. Very powerful piece of movie making. Another great example is Misty Copeland, the first African-American principal dancer at the American Ballet Theatre. Misty faced countless comparisons and challenges in a field dominated by certain body types and standards. By focusing on her unique strengths and her determination, she broke barriers down and redefined success on her own terms.
The next strategy is to reframe success. Now, redefine what success means to you. In Better Man, Robbie's idea of success evolved. At one point, it wasn't about chart-topping hits or sold-out arenas. Instead, it became about connection, authenticity, and finding peace within himself. Similarly, Albert Einstein, one of the world's most brilliant minds in history, famously said, "Everybody is a genius. But if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing it's stupid."
Einstein's success wasn't about fitting into someone else's mould, but about exploring and excelling in his unique field. Ask yourself, what does success truly mean to me? Is it about external validation, or is it about living a life aligned with my values and passions?
The third strategy is to practice gratitude. We've talked about this a lot in previous podcasts. Gratitude is a powerful antidote to comparison. And when you focus on what you have instead of what you lack, it shifts your mindset.
One scene in Better Man shows Robbie reflecting on the small yet really meaningful moments in his life. Moments he had overlooked while chasing someone else's idea of success. Consider the words of Maya Angelou. If you're always trying to be normal, you'll never know how amazing you can be. Gratitude helps you recognise and celebrate what makes you amazing.
So each day, take a moment to write 3 things down that you're grateful for. They don't have to be big, they just have to be real. And over time, this practice can help you cultivate a sense of contentment and joy in your own life.
At the end of the day, your life is yours to own. One of the most inspiring takeaways from Better Man is that growth comes when you stop looking sideways and start looking within. Robbie's story reminds us that the only person you need to be better than is the person you were yesterday.
So let me ask you, what would it look like to fully embrace your unique path, yours? To celebrate your wins, no matter how small? To trust that you're exactly where you're meant to be?
If today's episode resonated with you, I encourage you to take one small step toward embracing your life. Maybe it's putting your phone down and stepping away from social media. Maybe it's journaling about what makes your story unique. Or maybe it's simply saying to yourself on repeat, silently or out loud, I'm more than enough.
And don't forget to check out Robbie Williams' movie Better Man. It's awesome. It's not just a story about music, it's a story about resilience, self-discovery, and the power of owning your own journey.
Thanks for tuning into the Mind Compass. If you found value in today's episode, share it with a friend who might need a little inspiration, or leave us a review. Remember, your life journey is yours to celebrate.
Until next time, keep steering your life in the direction that feels true to you.
Love and blessings.
See ya.